we've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you are 6'3" and under, and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. From 11 feet away, and he sinks that one. In the back of the rim on the way in.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Vassell outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got 6.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Irving passes to Washington. Fox against Irving. Davis with a screen on Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Irving dishes to Davis. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
Fox against Irving. Barnes sets a screen for Fox. Launches a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Vassell, a screen on Irving. Fox goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Now, here's Thompson. 17 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
I like the aggressiveness of Barnes, a much better player when he's attacking.
Irving against Fox. Davis looking for an opening. Washington sets the pick for Irving. No good that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Back to Wembanyama. From past the arc, it's good from long range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Irving passes to Davis. Back to Irving. Now Washington. Shot to stop the run. Barnes grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Spins. Wembanyama, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Fox with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Barnes. Plays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Now, here's Fox. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Cancel. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Thompson in the post.
His contemporaries will say this. Klay Thompson's shooting stroke is as pure as it gets.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now, here's Fox. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Thompson with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Fox with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Irving with it. 23 points his last outing. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
The 3 from Davis. Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. Dallas, no good that time either. Spurs leading by 9. A pass to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. Shot clock at 5. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight. Irving against Fox. Lively, that's good. Lively's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And when we talk about players with great upside, Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
Now, here is Davis. He had 16 points in the win against Utah. Nice shot by Thompson.
How about Klay Thompson, a career average of north of 40%? You better get a hand up when he's in three-point territory.
Barnes the screen. Irving against Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Good on the shot. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Thompson outside. Irving from long range. Thompson finds Irving. Davis with it. Thompson outside. Pass to Irving. Lively a screen on Fox. Offensive rebound. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. The kick out to Irving. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Fox against Irving. Fox passes to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got 9.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Fox. It's tipped.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Caleb Martin's checked in for Jared White. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Dante Exum is checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Davis kicks to Martin. On the wing, Dinwiddie. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Davis, the pass to Dinwiddie from downtown. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Paul outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Exum, defended by Paul. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter of the game. Exum kicks to Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Massey pulls it in.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Pass to Dinwiddie. A 3, Marshall. San Antonio with the rebound. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Exum with it, out-guarded by Wembanyama, and it's slammed in by Davis.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Martin, and he's got his first chance at the line here. San Antonio leading by 4. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball passes to Wembanyama. Trying to end the drought, and the bench shot is good. Wembanyama's got 10.
Defenders try to knock Wembanyama off his rhythm, but he knows it's coming, and he's prepared for it.
Over in the corner, Marshall. A piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 6. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Prosper in its center. Sohan with the screen. Pass to Bassie. Ball outside. Clock at 6 to the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Sohan with the screen. Pass to Bassie. Shoots the 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebound advantage is starting to add up.
Boy, outstanding decision-making by Dinwiddie. We associate him as a scorer, but what a pretty look.
Here's Paul following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Now Paul. Scoreless thus far. Johnson outside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. They grabbed their own miss. And that one's good. Bassie.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the game.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Irving against Paul. To the paint, knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Bassie. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, Sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Barnes comes in for Johnson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Exum with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Here's Irving. That shot misses. Good defense by Wembanyama. Vassell kicks to Fox. Spurs passing it around. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Prosper. Still scoreless. Pass to Irving. And Barnes sends it back. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Here's Castle. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 9th assist in the game now. Dinwiddie outside. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 11 points.
There's an inner drive and an inner burn to Kyrie Irving. This guy can make difficult shots because he's driven to be great.
Now, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mavericks trail by 10. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Barnes outside. And it's Vassell in the corner. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Well, terrific job by Spencer Dinwiddie to get up the floor. It's a nice way to get an easy bucket.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Shoots it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Pass to Marshall. Outside Irving. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 13.
Yeah, the way Kyrie varies his pace, hard for any defender to guess right.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Now, Exum following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Fox driving the lane. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Lively a screen on Fox. A deep three from Irving. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side, Fox. A beautiful reverse layup. And it's an 11-point San Antonio lead.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Exum kicks to Marshall. Irving against Fox. Outside Irving. Shoots over Fox. Irving, good. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Barnes screen on Irving. Here's Fox. Oh, he's trying to free himself up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Davis is checked in for Najee Marshall. Washington comes in for Dante Exum. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. San Antonio also making some changes. Charles Passy, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Johnson in for Barnes. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively. Always look. For the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Fox hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Lively. Now Thompson fires for 3. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fox passes to Bassey. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Spurs leading by 13.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Lively. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Dinwiddie against Fox. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Dinwiddie with the steal. Davis, the pass to Lively, and the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs.
Number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Davis kicks to Washington. Here's to Dinwiddie. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up Davis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep, Washington. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Wembanyama, a screen on Dinwiddie. Fox, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot. Two free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Here's Lively. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lively's got 8.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
And here is Fox. 10 points for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talented advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 8. Davis kicks to Washington. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Look now for San Antonio. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Paul subbed in for Fox. Here's Abaji. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. In there, Davis with the assist. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. Dinwiddie against Paul. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Sohan with the ball. Here's Paul. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Here's Lively. Back to Dinwiddie. Washington sets the pick for Dinwiddie. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Ball against Dinwiddie. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Paul passes to Abaji. And the three off target. Mavericks trail by 9. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Count the basket.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And so it's San Antonio. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys weren't in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. Okay, they're thinking about the shot. One more time, a huge round of applause for our contestants.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they were coming for that #1 spot, and they got it. Now the challenge will be staying there.
The Hunters have become the hunted, but can they stay hungry and continue this pace? Should be fun to watch.
Like I said, Ernie, it's getting better. It's getting better.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're